The marketing of bands of our era was really based around everything's positive. There's no troubles, and that could have been a mistake in hindsight, because I don't really think that that's good for anybody.
Nobody's life is that good.
Yeah,
no one's life is that good.
Life's a mixed bag. Days are mixed bags. Hourly, your mood changes, things happen.
I think mental health was there and wasn't spoken about, and now, thankfully, in today's industry, it's spoken about a lot, and I think it's so important to speak about mental health.
It's for the better.
Yeah, and it's a better place to be.
It takes a lot of pressure off you as well, because back in our day when we were doing it at first, and we were children doing it, and we were in this kind of position of being on a pedestal almost, and you're going through some really rough times, and you just want to, you want people to know that you're going through these rough times, but you try and voice it to anyone else outside of this collective. And there's people on the street, and it's like, you've got the world at your feet, you're this age, you've obviously got millions in the bank, you're blah, blah, blah.
And that makes you feel a million times worse, because you don't feel you can share it. I remember having this conversation with one of my best friends and actually versing it in a car, and they were like, well, what have you got to be down about?
Even people
and it
close
actually broke me. And the thing is that, speaking personally, I was 17, so I didn't know what too much was, if that makes sense. What being asked to do is, too much. So now, I do have that perspective. We do have an incredible team who we love really dearly. And it's a completely different time. And also, the industry has moved on. Like, for instance, they have some form of counsellor on tap for anybody to call. It's completely independent. They don't talk to anyone, and I believe signed artists have that.
And we've already done it, and it's absolutely amazing to be able to have a thought and be able to speak to someone and go, this is what I'm feeling. We didn't have that back in the day.
No.
And we're not blaming anyone for that. At the end of the day, it was a massive time in the 90s where we were all learning at the same time. Yeah. We're older, they're older, we're more experienced, so are they. Realised that we were a really cool band. We didn't realise how good our songs were, and that's not blowing our own trumpet. We kind of we all ran away from the songs after the band, whereas now we were cool, we did have good songs, we did write good songs, and we appreciate.
I do think that was the mistake of the industry as well, because they looked at our music and bands like us, and they thought, okay, it's not really got a lot of depth to it, it's not really moving people in that way. That they'll be able to do a tour 25 years later. So what we'll do is we'll get them working all day and all night, and we'll maximise it profit-wise. That's what I think a lot of the industry thought about our sort of music, but it's turned out it wasn't the case. Like our music, not just our band, the whole 90s era meant so much to so many people, and we're witnessing that now.